I just like, cause that's the thing with me. If I feel like I mean, I'm not gonna try to be disrespectful. I just kind of like, all right. At that point, I already made my mind like, okay, she's not trying to listen to me.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Hello.
What's up?
Welcome back to our channel.
It's been a while.
Yes.
My name is Oliver.
And I'm Simone, and we
Welcome.
are.
Welcome?
I said welcome.
You said we are.
No, I said before that. I said welcome back to our channel.
Well, I'm saying welcome to, I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay, welcome to this new episode. Thank you for tuning in.
Williams Family Journey. Gotta
Yes.
Plug that in there somewhere. Alrighty. I'm going to set it off. So, it is let's date this video. It's January 30th. Mm-hmm. We haven't made a video since our last video, mm-hmm. which was published January 5th. Mm-hmm. And we made it maybe January 4th or 3rd, whatever. So we're going to update you on what's going on in a 2-part video for this week. The first part of the video is going to be our appointments, our 2 appointments we had this month. And the next one's going to be an update on Simone, all right? So to get on today's video, our appointments for this month, a lot went, in my opinion, astray.
Yeah.
I went astray. We'll go from the top. So our first appointment this month was January 5th. So it was our first appointment for the year. And how do we explain it? I guess everything was going good in that. Well, I guess we'll explain the appointment.
Okay.
Everything was going good in that appointment. We're talking about the usual stuff, how she's feeling. She measured the belly and things like that. Everything's cool, but towards the end-ish of the appointment, she asked Simone a question.
And okay, so
what was the question?
You wanted me to start with there? You don't want to start with what happened, the appointment a little bit, or just want to go straight?
No, well, we're at the appointment.
Okay.
Everything was going good.
Yeah, well, she had gotten that ultrasound from the other doctor.
Yeah, she didn't get it. She didn't get it yet. I don't know if I had mentioned before, but the ultrasound doctor had put me on a baby aspirin, and so she hadn't gotten it. She hadn't gotten those results from the ultrasound yet. But I had gone already my second time. The doctor said everything was fine. He took away the aspirin. We
talked about that.
Talked about that.
Okay. So now towards the end, she asked.
Now towards the end of the appointment, which I was saying,
which is very short, as you guys know it.
She asked your question.
Yeah, she asked me if I'm feeling any kind of movement yet, right? And so this is what's going in my mind, and also how I'm trying to answer. So she asked me that question. This is my first pregnancy. I've never felt the way a baby's moving and how you feel it. And then if it's still like a smaller baby, the kick might not be as pronounced as a baby who's close to like 7-8 months. So
you're assuming.
Yeah, I'm assuming. I'm assuming. At that point, this is what I'm assuming, right? Yeah. So basically, I responded to her and I said no. Yeah.
So basically, what she asked, have you been feeling the baby kick?
Yeah.
Just straight like that. Mm-hmm. And to make clearer to what Simone's trying to say is she doesn't know what that's supposed to feel like. And the OB was saying, well, you know it when you feel it.
Yeah. She said, she also said you're supposed to feel it by now. She said you're supposed to feel it.
But you questioned, how is it supposed to feel?
Yeah.
And she said, you know it when you feel it.
You feel it, right?
Yeah. Then she started to describe like other pregnancies, how women see it moving, but they don't feel it.
They don't feel it,
like
right?
Yeah.
And then I proceed to try and explain what I felt. I felt things 2 nights in the road, right? And I even told Oliver the first night before I went to sleep, maybe 30 minutes before I went to sleep, I ate kiwi, right? And I was thinking, because I ate fruits, the fiber is making me it's making my stomach move, something like that. But then I'm like, no, I don't think it's fiber because I know how when your stomach is rumbling, is that the word? Like grumbling, growling. That's a different thing. This was new. But at the same time, like I said, I'm not quite sure. And the second night again, but this second night I hadn't had any kiwi, and I felt it again. And I told to Oliver, I felt this thing again. So I proceed to try to explain to her, although I answered no, I proceed to try to explain to her what I felt.
What you've been feeling.
What I've been feeling.
Yeah.
And then for 2 nights.
But
she didn't hear me out, right? She didn't even let me explain. I just kind of felt like I was also being rushed. And also things I was already kind of annoyed because we had to wait about almost an hour.
That was, yeah. So our appointment was for, we'll say 9.
And we got to see her like,
it seems like 9:50,
yeah,
10
something
o'clock.
like that, you know?
And when she saw us, she was rushing.
Exactly.
She was behind.
So she was rushing.
Yeah, and we try to make our appointments in the morning when we're like the first ones there.
Exactly.
So she's already behind, and it's in the morning.
And then I could literally also tell she was also rushing because right after me, boom, she went
to another. Yeah.
And we could hear her talk already to the next patient.
But before all that, so the disconnect was Simone doesn't know what a kick's supposed to feel like. Like you felt the 2 days, you felt rumbling. You think it's like upset stomach or anything like that. You don't know the differentiating between if it's a light kick or you're supposed to see like a straight punch through your stomach.
Something like that, yeah.
So it was also something to discuss with Simone because she was saying you're supposed to feel it by now.
Yeah.
So when she's saying that, Simone's trying to explain herself, but she heard the no. She proceeded to say, you know what? Let me see you. Well, you're supposed to be feeling something.
Yeah, she's supposed to be feeling that.
Yeah,
and also that kind of made me feel bad. Like, what you mean I'm supposed to feel that? Okay, I'm supposed to feel that. Pregnancies are different, obviously. You should know that. I shouldn't be telling you that. And also the fact that, like, listen, you didn't even let me finish what I wanted to explain to you, and then now you're scaring me because now, oh my God, you're supposed to feel it.
Yeah. So with that, so she said that. She said, okay, let's do a follow up in 2 weeks.
A quick one.
And I was saying, and after that, and she said that, she kind of answered some questions about like a belly belt and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so this is what happened also. I was also telling her like, okay, I trying to explain to her, like as of now, I don't necessarily feel the weight of the baby, right? But I trying to explain to her when I go on walk sometimes, I feel like the baby just kind of like mostly just kind of like relaxing, and that's why I kind of feel the weight. But I was trying to let her know it wasn't a way that it feels like, oh my God, my back is hurting or whatever. I just kind of feel like, oh, now I kind of feel pregnant. But even that too, she didn't really hear me out. Next thing she knows, she's offering me to get like a belt or
a belt. Just to help
support the weight. In my head, I'm like, okay, if I was having a back problem, I would have probably figured out I need to carry a belt already. But what I was trying to describe was not a back problem. Because I was also, this was me just telling her that because, I'm a trainer, right? And I could tell if I have a back pain. I could tell if the pain is in my stomach. The pain wasn't in my back, it was in my stomach. And not even the pain. The sensation was in my stomach. And me telling her that was also kind of let her know like, oh, I know the baby is like being active or whatever. Just a way for me to let her know, yes, I do feel the baby. And I feel the baby mostly when I'm walking or walking out. The baby just kind of, I guess, relaxes. And I feel like, oh, wow, this baby's probably sleeping right now, you know? So like, it just kind of scared me that the way she said, okay, you know what? You should be feeling the baby. That's not, because baby movement.
So with that, that was the end of the session. Because she went to the next one.
Said,
And I said, we're not starting this year off good. Yeah. Because you told her that. And she's like, no, everything is good. I'm like, I know Simone.
Yeah.
I know her. So I was like, this is not to me, I was like, this is not a good appointment. This is like bad news. Yeah. So she know, I'll follow up in 2 weeks. We'll see what happens this, that, and the third, right?
I know. Yeah, I just kind of felt like, I just didn't like the way, like I said, I felt like I was being rushed.
We were rushed.
We were rushed after waiting, and I wasn't heard, right? And then and then you're telling me, oh, your baby should be moving by now. Like, that's not normal. I don't know if she used the word that's not normal, but the way she made it seem it's not normal. So let's schedule that appointment too quickly.
To make sure everything's back to normal.
Yeah, come back here. And in my head, I'm like, then if you come back, the baby's not moving, then what? Yeah. So
that was that appointment.
That was that appointment.
And now.
So we did schedule.
We did schedule 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. In 2 weeks, you scheduled it, whatever. Yeah. So the following week. Now this is the following week.
So even though I think the next day, right? So I'm all frantic. So what do? I call people that are close to me, people that are part of my village. I call my friend Irene, who's a nurse who also has 2 kids herself, right? And I explained to her what's happening. And I'm just grateful that I had people that I could call easily like that. She calmed me down and she said, Simone, some people don't feel the belly until, she told me she didn't feel her son move until like 27 week, right?
First child.
mind you, I'm at this point, I'm at what, 23 weeks? No, 20, 21, like
maybe 21.
21 weeks, right? Something like that. She's like, don't worry, you're not,
21,
you're not the first person to not feel it. And then I explained to her what I felt. She said, yeah, that sound like your baby moving, right? So she was able to kind of like, console me and say, listen, don't worry about it. Just kind of like relax. Your baby's definitely moving. And also I told her like, yeah, when we went to the ultrasound doctor, which is like the one that really sees if your pregnancy is high risk or not, right?
Yeah.
Because when you go to the OB, all she does is listen to the heart rate. Not to say that I'm an OB, I'm not. But the heart rate, I could use my...
So what we've been experiencing, you should say.
Yeah, I could use my little...
No, well, she listens to the heart rate, asks how you're doing, and measures the stomach.
And then that's it, right?
Yeah.
The ultrasound guy who actually sees the baby, the ultrasound doctor, who sees the baby, sees inside and everything, he told me like, okay, Simone, don't worry about you not feeling your baby kick. As a matter of fact, don't rush it.
Yeah.
Simone,
Once it comes, you're going to get annoyed by it.
You're going to annoy because...
We said that in a previous video.
Exactly, right? So that made me feel good. He said, no, don't worry about it. Your baby's fine. I'm telling you it's fine.
And we saw it moving.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then hiding and everything, not wanting us to take pictures. So I even also trying to tell that to the OB, but I feel like, I don't know, because she was rushing, it just kind of won and came out, whatever. But long story short, that appointment was not good.
No, we passed that appointment.
Yeah.
You said you was talking about Irene and stuff like that.
Yeah, so, but like I said, I spoke to Irene. She's a nurse also. And like I said, mom of 2 kids, she explained to me like, no, Simone, she heard me. And she said, what you're feeling, it sounds like kicks. And that's how it's going to start. It might not start crazy right away, but what you're describing, that's what it is. So yeah, she just kind of calmed me down and say, like, listen, just like see how it goes the next appointment and everything. And then I feel like also, I don't know if my baby felt that I was being
stressed out.
No,
you were stressed out.
Yeah, because this child started kicking. Then I'm like, it really started like moving. You could like put your hand and really the person outside putting their hand could feel it, And at some point I was seeing like kind of like flutters, whatever. I was like, wow, that week and the following week, no, even that first week, the baby moves.
We saw her on the 5th. The 5th is a what?
Yeah.
Was the 5th a Wednesday?
I think it's always like a Wednesday or a Tuesday, something like that. Yeah. January.
Yeah, it was a
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
That was a Wednesday.
I think you started feeling it next week.
Yeah. Like I think I probably called Irene on the 6th, on the 7th, something like that. And that next week, like the week of the 9th, I was going to bed, I would feel the movement, I would like little flutter, little kicks, like, you put your hand, it would feel like a, how do you describe it?
Muscle twitch.
Like a muscle twitch, right? And I was like, oh my God, this kid just like, Simone, mama, it's okay. I'm here, baby. I'm here, mom. And then I was so happy. So I called the office and rescheduled the appointment because I didn't want to go back there right away anyway. So I rescheduled the appointment for my actual 3 weeks when it's supposed to be. I don't know. I feel like I kind of forgot my conversation with Irene. But yeah, it was so great to speak to her. And I guess it's kind of like great if you do have a doula, that you could call a person that could assist you, at least, emotionally, and who kind of knows the in and out of pregnancy. So that was kind of like what I did. I called Irene, and then she spoke to me. She said, you know what, totally fine. This is normal. Not all baby moves. And I spoke to other moms too. Somebody told me like, yeah, they didn't feel the baby until like 26, like another 28 weeks, something like that. The baby was not moving, and then that's totally fine. So anything that I missed for this one?
No, that was the big one. Then now you got all that. Now we're going to the last appointment we went to. Mm-hmm. None of that came up. The moving stuff didn't come up, right? No.
Oh, well, the second appointment?
Yeah, the second appointment.
We're talking about that now?
Yeah.
We're going to go through it?
Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
We're just talking about that appointment.
Okay.
But I'm saying when we went back to the next appointment, she didn't mention anything about the baby kicking or anything like that.
And I think I told her.
Oh, you just told her? It wasn't a question, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I think I told her about that. And then this one, how did it even come up? Okay. All right. So this appointment back. So I'm already going this appointment, not necessarily like I'm still feeling some kind of way, right? About the last appointment. But I'm like, okay, I'm going back here with like an open heart, like whatever. I'm just going there. Maybe it was one of those days.
You go in there understanding that she has her job to do things like that. Yeah. So just empathizing with her.
Because like one thing I do try to understand, like one thing I always do, even necessarily with friends and everybody, I know like each person have their job, right?
So empathize with where she
Empathize.
is.
Okay. I mean, I just want to explain in detail. Exactly. No. This is what I'm doing. I like to just explain a little in detail. So I'm like, okay, you know what? She's not my therapist. Maybe she's not supposed to hold my hand. She's supposed to give me facts and whatever the case is. But anyway, so I still kind of have that bad taste in my mouth. So I'm going to the appointment. And then this time we don't wait, right? We're the first one. Somehow we're the first one to get there.
Well, that's how we do it. So,
yeah, exactly, right? So we got to the appointment. She measures the baby. She said, oh, she got the result of the ultrasound. She said the baby's at a 97 percentile. Okay,
yeah,
great.
90, well, yeah. Now you're going fast. 90% percentile, I guess, to where the baby's at.
That's what I said.
I know, you said 97 percentile. That's what you said.
No, I said the baby's at the...
Yeah, I'm just making where the baby's at. I'm just saying that part, just in case people don't know the terminology going into.
Okay, I was gonna keep going. Yeah. I promise I was. Yeah, so meaning like my baby is 97% bigger than the average baby right now.
At that point.
At that point, yeah, at that point.
When we took the ultrasound.
When we did the ultrasound, okay. She said it was good, and she also said, okay, this is one thing I guess me and Oliver didn't really. I don't think you understood what I said. Okay, or maybe where I was coming from. Another thing also, it was that she said that okay, never mind. Let me retract this. Okay, because the high risk doctor, the doctor who does the ultrasound doctor, right? He had took me away from took me off the baby aspirin, right? And then she said, oh yeah, so the ultrasound doctor took you off of the baby aspirin. I said, yeah, because he said everything is going back. She said everything was going good. Thank you. She said, oh, I don't really like that. And I say, why? She said, well, because he's going off the ultrasound, but she's going off like the OB-GYN guide, book, manual, whatever the case is. And because if you already have like, there's a I guess you could say there's a page of different risk, right? Like if this is your first baby, if you had a baby before, you have let me rephrase it. The aspirins also to prevent preeclampsia, like what is that?
Preeclampsia?
Preeclampsia.
Are we talking about that?
Yeah. So that's what the aspirin is for.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So she said, okay, so it could be you're the reason why you should be on it. Your age, if it's your first baby, if you had another baby before and you went through it, you had preeclampsia, your age, your race, and a few other things that she mentioned, right?
Yeah.
So
I think it was 10 things.
Yeah.
And we'll say 8 or 10 of them, and if you had two, I think it's 2 and above.
Yeah, 2 and above, then you should.
It's like cautious.
It's like cautious, right? So this is why I told Oliver, like, okay, so she did not even base that on the ultrasound.
Yeah.
It's based on her book, her guide, right? So basically, the last time when I told her I was off of her, she should have just told me, no, get back on it. Because
got you.
She just because her.
Oh yeah, so
based on what she said the ultrasound doctor is basing his on the ultrasound, but she doesn't base that prescription of aspirin on her ultrasound. She based those criteria. And I had those criteria from day one.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of questioning, so how come if I'm supposed to take this, how come last time I was off of it? I was just kind of like, wait, it doesn't make any sense. I guess maybe she forgot, but
no, because I was saying because she didn't have the results then.
Yeah.
Even though I think we
but
told her.
Like I said, she didn't have the result, but I did tell her. I told her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You did tell her that you were off it.
You're off of it.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I will always.
But, so
I
again,
always score 3 out of whatever.
Yeah, but again, and I was saying since the last one was so rushed.
Yeah.
That she didn't get to that part.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe she forgot.
Yeah.
But
that's what I end up saying.
Okay, I don't remember that, Oliver.
No, that's when we was walking back to the car. I told you the 3 criterias.
Okay, I agree to disagree.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I know, because I'm saying you didn't. I don't remember you kind of like understanding what I said.
No, I was understanding I was trying to, because the thing is like I understand what you said, but it was later. But I was saying that she didn't base it. She based it when because because since she was rushing, she didn't get to that part.
Okay.
And when she had the results, and then she could start talking about it.
Okay.
So I just gave her the benefit of that doubt.
Okay. All right.
And that's what I was saying. Then that's when everything came up because she had time to talk today.
Okay.
Or that
so
day.
yeah, this is that's how also I was feeling. I felt like, oh yeah, because we were rushed. She didn't, because she should have told me that from 2-3 weeks ago. Because in my head I'm like, if I was supposed to stay on this medication and now I was off of it for, it's only baby aspirin. Okay. But now I'm off of it for 3 weeks. Okay. Fine. So she tells me that I'm supposed to go back into it. Right. So she measured, she said, oh, the baby is doing, the heartbeat is good. I don't even think she asked me any other question. But then then I asked her a question. I say, do you always deliver all your babies? Right.
Yeah. So this is that question is from, just talking to a lot of people and why she might have been busy that first day. So just making sure.
Exactly. So this is kind of like, So she said, yes, I always deliver all my babies. In my head, I'm like, I cannot count how many times I came here and I had a semi appointment with another mom, right? Where I had to wait, whoever came, even though I was also 9 a.m. So she said, I always deliver all my babies. I'm like, okay. What if you're not on call on the days you deliver your babies? I don't remember even what she answered.
No, she said that she had someone else.
Yeah.
Then when you said, okay, what's her name? Then you like, and I think she had the idea that you want to meet her. Yeah. And it was like, no, I just wanted to know.
Yeah. I just want to know. Maybe I could do a quick, because I even said can you
get a face or something like that.
Yeah, spell her name to kind of like know where I'm getting myself into. Right, because from what I heard from other moms, sometimes you can have your OB who sees you every month through your pregnancy, right? And then on delivery day is a random doctor that you never met, right?
And you with the nursing staff, so
exactly.
a bunch of new people.
So people advise me, if your doctor works with a group, always ask them, right? If you need help, if you're not there, what are the doctors in your staff, right? So at least you could get familiar, even with the name. Even if I never see how you look, like, oh, I'm Dr. So-and-so. Oh, yes, of course. I know you because you in that moment, you're vulnerable. You just don't want, if you know somebody who gave birth, you heard the story. Like, you're in pain and everything. The next thing you know, just some random person. But if at least you know the name, that calms you down, right? I don't know if I wasn't shouting. I wasn't like, no, I just kind of say, oh, yeah, do you mind if we have the name so we could look her up? I don't know if she thought I was trying to
No, she thought that you were trying to find her.
To find
because
her.
She was like, well, you don't need to find her. I've been working for her. She was doing kind of those things.
Yeah, like I have been working for her. I'm very anal. If I didn't like her work, I wouldn't work with her, whatever the case is.
So pretty much like she was justifying why she's partnered up with her.
Yeah.
But all you said, you just wanted a name and just a little bit about her.
Okay.
Like, I understood that.
Yeah, because listen, just because somebody is great doesn't mean they're going to be great for you, right? Like, different aura, different whatever the case is.
But you're just trying to give the benefit of
the doubt. Let me
see her face.
Yeah, I understand.
Push come to shove.
When it comes to the hospital, I could easily just go and look up the hospital, their staff, their nurses, their contact, kind of see how does that hospital work, right? Which I even thought of asking already. But as for you, you're a private OB and then you work with some private doctors, I don't think it's crazy for me to ask who they are and kind of find out who they are, to kind of get familiar. Okay, at least I know the name. But just because, yes, I trust you, but I still, at the end of the day, if you do know you trust this person, you shouldn't be upset I'm trying to ask, because obviously, what if you have two of us giving birth at the same time?
Yeah. So
we know people who gave birth, like they have twins left and right because mama gave birth at the same time. And my thing was kind of like, she was so adamant to no, she delivered all her babies. I think it's never happened that she has to she's always been the one who delivered all her babies.
And I remember I asked the question, so that means with all the women that you have, around their due date, not to take a vacation.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, no. I was like, what happens when someone comes early, someone's coming later? You can't vacation around those times. So we were just kind of, since we had a bit more time, we were just asking her more, Simone was asking her more grilling questions it almost seemed like she had to defend herself, kind of thing. And I would ask, follow-up questions to that, because again, if you say you're there for all the pregnancies, all the births.
Yeah.
and you're not scheduled. It's like blackout weeks. Okay, I can't go on vacation these 2 weeks because she might be giving, or these 3 weeks. So
and then she proceeded to say, because baby could come whenever they want to come. Exactly. Right? You could say your baby's gonna come in May. Your baby's going to come at end of May or June or even before.
Wow, that's huge.
I know. I'm just being exaggerated, but we got preemies who come in 2 months earlier. Unfortunately,
no, you
right?
said June. That's next month.
This baby was not ready to come out this war because it's full of pollution. But anyway, so the fact that yes, we don't necessarily have a fixed timeline when baby comes, right? Because they do come whenever they want to come. That's correct. That's another reason why.
You just ask.
You should just you should know, if just in case this does happen, I'm in a flight coming from I don't know where, that I know that, oh my God, you could literally decide to be on your way home. The mom says, I'm in labor right now. You get stuck in traffic, or you went on vacation because you're like, oh, my baby wasn't supposed to.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying, like, as in the reason why.
I understand what you're saying. They know what you understand what you're saying, but I'm just trying to tie it together.
I like to explain stuff.
I know, but you're out there already. I'm trying to reel you back. So
anyway,
we had a chance to talk to her. The thing is, like, I
thought it was only normal for me to kind of like want to know what are your doctors that work with you.
Yeah.
Can I have names? I didn't think it was difficult. I don't think
I didn't. Usually, I'm like, no, Simone, you're kind of crazy. I thought, because I was following up those questions, so I thought it was appropriate to just ask, and especially a person like me. I'm always looking for plan B, plan C, and stuff like that. It's like, oh, just know the name. She just wants to know the name.
Yeah.
But as soon as she said the name, she literally said, well, you don't have to go and find her or anything like that. It's like, no, we just.
And she got more, and I was trying to like say something, but she got more like, I don't know, I don't want to say defensive, but she got more.
Well, it was defensive.
It was defensive?
Yeah, it's defensive.
Yeah, she got more defensive, and I couldn't even talk to Puma. I just kind of shut down.
Yeah.
Like, because that's the thing with me. If I feel like I'm not going to try to be disrespectful. I just kind of like, all right. At that point, I already made my mind like, okay, she's not trying to listen to me.
Yeah.
All right, this is not getting. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was our last appointment.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I don't know why I did that.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, Simone and I were going to be discussing how we're going to go forward and things like that. So our next update with this is about this particular subject will probably be more in, I would say, towards the end of February. Mm-hmm. We'll revisit this because we have a plan in mind, so we want to execute the plan, see how that goes. Then we'll fill you in what we're doing. But with these two last appointments, Simone and I, we see things different now. Mm-hmm. Like, I understand where she's coming from now. I understand what direction she's talking about, and we're gonna follow up with certain things, and we'll tell you how that works at the end of February, right? That's good, right? Mm-hmm. But other than that.
That's it.
Yeah, it's been
too. I'm sure there were a few things I wanted to talk about. Those 2 appointments that I kind of like. I just kind of.
No. The reason why I don't want you to go any further, because it's easier to transition when we.
Yeah. And honestly, the one thing I'm going to add is like this is why some people need to have a doula, right? So they can maybe like kind of like help you ask a certain kind of question, or tell you what to expect and what to ask, whatever.
Yeah, so we'll get into that.
Okay.
We'll get into all that stuff. But I don't want to give too much out because it's easy to remember what the next video is going to be.
Okay. All right.
All right, so that's our video.
Thanks for rocking with us.
Yep. Our next video will be in the same clothes because we're going to knock out 2 of them. I'll explain why we have a bunch of boxes back there. And we haven't made a video in a long time, so we're gonna just follow up with another one, and see how this goes. Yeah. But things are happening with Simone, so we have to work with Simone, which is not my schedule. But other than that, anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you have any question, if you have any comment.
Oh yeah, comment with this one, especially what Simone's been saying and things like that. If you ever had any stories about OBs or anything like that, let us know.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people, we've been researching and things like that, so it's not a uncommon thing to hear things like this. So
but feel free to share your own story.
Any comments, any questions, anything like that. We will follow up because, again, we don't do things without a plan, so we have a plan. We always have a plan. Yeah. And we'll explain that one later.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
All that
Thanks
good
for
stuff.
being here. Yes. Until next time.
My name is Oliver.
And I'm Simone.
Alrighty.
Au revoir.
Peace.